You started already? Oh wow, that was quick. Oh wait, before I start, I'm just gonna go over this, and then we're gonna do scenarios, and then she can do whatever she wants to do after the scenarios are done, because the scenarios seems to be easier for people. Should I go over the new ones, Katrina, or the like the very?
Start with one because Sally's brand new to the class.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Jennifer's only been one, so
Yeah, that's right. All right.
I'll start with this one, just go through it, starting at the beginning so we don't miss any.
Mhm.
Please.
Mhm.
And then we'll go to list 2 and then list 3.
All right. So candy, black, boy. Don't make me laugh today. Don't make me laugh. Day, dance, father, mother. You already know this. Favorite.
To be a good leader, you have to be a good
Hmm? Favorite.
Okay.
Favorite. Oh yeah, if I'm going too fast, let me know.
Oh, okay.
Let me know so I can slow down. Poor. Rich. Don't.
Question, is that also not?
Yeah. Future. F. Future. Forever. Friday. Well, I do it this way.
The 4 ever.
Four. Ever. Four.
If you learned it a different
Ever. Girl. Boy. Help. Have. Grow. Keys. Morning.
It's Lauren's favorite.
I hate that one.
Because she's from Boston, and that's close to something else.
Like Christmas.
It's a very common movement in Boston.
Yes, I was just thinking, and if you're from Boston or New Jersey area, it's very commonly used for
Yeah, it's
other.
different. Different context. It means something very different.
Night.
Jersey.
How about the other one?
So like you like somebody. Like, same.
Yeah.
About. Mm-hmm. My. Green. Need. Orange. Hour. Now. Pass. Pizza. Travel.
Pizza. Travel. Just the opposite.
Shoes.
Travel to pizza.
Shoes. Family. Mm-hmm. Don't go too fast. Tell me to slow down.
Okay.
What was you gonna say?
Which way?
This way.
And then just that.
Got it.
You got it. And then class is the same way, but with C's. Class. You got it. You got it?
So you see some sign, what's it called?
Yeah.
Baseball?
They just call it old sign.
Baseball bat. Baseball?
Oh, is it easier?
Months?
It's like a calendar, week 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay.
Wait, can you see me?
I don't know. I can see you. I don't know if I can see you. Yeah, you're good.
Does this work too?
Place? Monday? Tuesday?
Certainly.
Sorry, I was like, wait a minute. Bring that computer.
Yeah.
Wednesday? Thursday? TH. You got it? You got Friday? Saturday? Well, I'm only doing it this way because so you guys can see. Sunday. How? Challenge? You're doing it. You're doing it.
Mind blank.
What was?
How? So,
How? Like, how are you doing?
Okay.
How?
Like the question. Yeah.
and then this is challenge.
Challenge? Game.
This is challenge. And the
They're painful.
They're painful. Cousin? Clothes? Chair? Cabinet? Am I going too fast? Am I going too fast? Am I going too fast?
I don't even know what's going on anymore.
Huh?
I'm kidding.
Oh, I was like, huh? Brown, white, pink, pink, red. Oh, these are a lot. September. Tempt, like you're tempted to do something. And then punish. Yeah, that's next one I was getting to. Punish.
You can see the future.
Do you see the future? Nice. Two.
What was nice again?
Nice.
Nice.
Two. Meek. Niece. Nephew. Birth. Adult. Burden. Beautiful. Behavior. Breakfast.
So,
Lunch. Dinner. Dinner.
Where were you when you learned sign language?
You got it? Am I going too fast?
no, in Ohio.
So you might, some signs might be different too, just because you're in a different
Yeah.
state.
Children. Christmas tree.
You do Christmas. Let's not get this. Put your elbow on your hand, make the C, and you're just gonna kind of scoop up.
Okay, so Christmas and then tree, you
Mhm.
gave the C.
Not
Good.
really, just let the C. I felt like you doing this. I was like, that looks odd.
I do not like that sign. It's the arm sign.
Yes.
The arm signs that you don't like.
It's the day and then the weird.
This is perfect. Perfect. Look, beautiful. I liked the other. I liked the old Christmas tree. Oh.
Comfortable. Confused. Cook. Dirty. Cookies. Eggs.
Boy, what is this?
I knew you was gonna do that. Eggs. Mhm. I knew you was gonna do that.
I don't like the eggs.
Eggs.
Oh.
Eggs.
And I kept saying ace,
Ace.
and I was like, I guess we do need to have that.
Eggs.
Yeah.
Enjoy or appreciate. Joy, appreciate everyone, faithful, everyone,
Like that.
faithful.
Because this is every.
Mm-hmm. Every.
Week,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just a modifier.
That's right, right, Jeffrey?
Hmm? Yeah. Yeah.
Jeffrey,
Be careful.
Yes, ma'am.
Long part of
you said this is every.
Everyone.
I also have this one listed as me.
Mean.
They're slightly different.
Mean.
This is- So
Mean.
open hand down. Okay, that's me.
Look,
and then-
every.
Okay. So me, you have two open hands, and then it kind of translates every. Well, every doesn't start like open. What's me?
It's like two and two. And
Mean,
it's just
like-
confusing.
You're mean.
Oh, mean. I
Mhm.
thought you were saying me, and I was like, what did I
But
mean?
also you
can
use
context
I had 30, so
and facial
that's
expressions
my brain
versus
does this.
every. Well,
That
this
was
is
one of the
me, and
things
I
that
was like,
scared
me,
me.
and I was like, well, there's also mean. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Why am I still getting work?
Phil. Phil. Fruit. Am I going too fast?
No, I was just writing.
Fruit.
F.
Mm-hmm.
It's an F word.
It's in there for it.
It is.
Glasses. Halloween. Happy. Happy. New. Yeah.
So this is happy, and then this is excited.
Excited.
Excited, yeah. Turns excited. Okay.
No.
Happy. Hard. You got it?
Hard.
Hard.
Crook fingers. Yeah.
Okay.
Hook fingers, they call it.
Kids. Little. Mad. Me.
Yeah, that's why when
Me.
you guys were doing that, I was like, what did I miss 3 months
you
ago?
missed is
Me.
you were mean to tell you
mean to me.
Movie. Cheese. Nothing. Old. Old.
Wait, what was nothing?
Nothing.
Oh, nothing.
Old. Mm-hmm. Done. Old.
What was young?
I didn't do young yet. I did old. Old. Mm-hmm. Open. Close. Party. People. President. Religion.
Can you do president again? Because that's president, but the way that Troy is doing it is Moses.
Yeah, Moses. Moses was president.
That's not.
I would vote for him.
Oh my. Religion. Slow. Fast. Fast. Mm-hmm.
What is fast?
He does it there.
Fast. Mm-hmm. Quick. Fast. Story. Surprise. Understand.
So surprise
understand.
Mhm.
Okay.
Jeffrey does
You
not
got
have
it?
facial expressions.
Surprise and then understand.
No,
Okay.
he
And then
does.
that's no, right?
No, he was born without it.
No or no?
This is
Oh, wait,
his
what's this one?
Understand.
He just looks
Even,
bored.
wait, what, so what is,
Talking to the guy that
this
has
is
severe-
no.
Mhm.
What's think?
Think is just
Okay, so the think is point, okay.
That's what you was probably thinking of.
Yeah.
No.
But you got it mixed up.
This word
Talking.
thinking, this is think.
Tell. Thanksgiving. Trust. Ugly. Victory. Young or youth. Your. Oh, that's a lot. Silver. Gold. Sleep. Sleep or sleep. Study. Strong. Sweep. Table. Tomorrow. Trouble. Uncle. Aunt. Volleyball. Want. War. Water. We. What? Or what? What or what?
This is really weird.
When? Where? Why? How? White? I'm not doing that one. White?
Why? Why?
No, who?
Who?
Why would you want to do it?
Why? Because I want to do
Why?
these right here real quick.
He's doing white first.
This is
Oh,
new.
The new who?
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right.
I used to be.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. I still do that.
Because Martha.
Who? I
Martha
still do
was the
that.
old who.
Yeah, this is the old.
I still do that.
What's for that?
It's never gonna change for me.
It used to be this. That's why you don't want to do this.
This is what I learned. This was any. So you would say who any or anyhow.
She was like, that's just what it was. Can't say why. It's just what it was.
It made perfect sense to me at the time.
English doesn't.
And
make
now you
sense
have to
all the
explain
time.
it, and you're like, oh, okay, I didn't see why that's confusing.
After anything,
Or everything.
Everything. Why do you
anything or everything, still the same thing. Come, follow, food, forget, free, F, free, forget,
Like you're wiping it out.
Yeah.
Jeffrey.
Hmm?
Is this also still because
But there's
Mhm.
a lot in the
Okay.
so
Mhm.
it's just modified.
Like how in English there's
Because
some
this
words
is
that
like the broken chain.
Uh-huh.
Chains,
double
broken,
thing.
broken,
This is
free,
also amazing.
liberty.
I have one.
It's all out of the words. It's just not the same motions or modifiers. But the
Yeah.
concept is the
I
same.
always learned it.
Freedom
Right.
and liberty.
I learned it like this.
law. Oh, law. Yeah, law. I'm being so lazy. Matters, myself, OH, cool,
Cool. Like,
cool.
Oh, cool.
yeah.
Part. Perfect. Peace.
Well, they're having way too much fun.
Mhm.
That's Nathan and Andy.
Truck.
I think they just learned to swear.
This is Andy's son.
This your first time, yeah. First time, yeah. All right. Do the scenarios. Can you do that for them? I mean, can you do that with them real quick? The scenarios.
Yeah.
Huh?
You're out of the camera.
'Cause- Oh, am I?
You want to pair them off, or you want me
No,
to
no,
do
no.
a scenario now?
You gotta just have just have a conversation with them. Or wait,
With everybody?
yeah, with every.
All of us?
Here, yeah. Hold up.
No talking.
He suffered out of one in the fridge.
Why are you looking at me? I memorized something for you tonight, but it had to be to you because it's not fair to anybody else.
Okay, come on.
No. I have forgotten it all. So no.
That's a lot. That's that's no. That's
Monica would understand.
Hmm?
So you want me to give them scenarios?
yeah.
Or you want to?
No, I can tell Monica. It's fine.
Oh,
You don't have to if you need to go somewhere.
I don't need to go nowhere.
Okay.
He needs to
I don't need to
He
go.
needs to go regulate next door like Warren G.
to stand still because
Of the camera.
Grace Calver said
I know.
that just these
Me and her was
not
just
seeing them.
me and her were talking about that yesterday,
So stay still.
and that's why I asked him earlier if you could see me in the camera.
Yes, until you move.
Okay.
So is this fine? Is this fine?
Do you want everybody to have the same scenario?
No.
Having conversation?
I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you.
Sorry, I'm getting ahead of you.
No, you're good. You're good. Do you wanna go? Do you wanna go first?
Okay, what do I do?
What you did like 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago when you was here?
Oh, okay. Oh, improv. Okay. Just talk.
Yeah, improv. Yeah.
Do I stand here then, Troy?
You're
Just tell me
fine.
what to do.
See,
Okay.
with you.
Grace.
Introduce yourself.
Oh,
Hola, ¿cómo está?
my name is my friend Grace told me that you need to stand. You gotta stand or rise.
Stand.
Still, because she can't see your signing if you keep moving.
Just moving.
Moving about.
And because.
Oh, because
Mhm.
you keep moving fast.
Sorry.
Don't tell me. I can see everything. So yeah, every Friday, she and I practice signing. So she wanted you to know that she's trying to learn more signs, and she watches every Monday night. She can't be here because here, yeah. Oh, this now here because every
Because.
because every Monday is a family day for them. But yeah, she watches you every week. How do you say week? Every week. So you need to stand still, like still.
I understand.
I need to ask you, when we pray, can I sign a short or little prayer to you, and then you tell me if I'm signing right? How do you say that?
Heavenly Father, thank you for today.
Mm-hmm.
Please, please forgive. Okay, so please, how do you again? Forgive our sin. Help us to remember your word and keep your word every day.
Or you do it every day.
What?
Every day.
Is that an E?
This is like each.
Mm-hmm. Every day.
Okay.
Like
every
each
day.
Mhm.
person.
Okay.
Each
Every
day.
day.
Each
Um,
weekend.
Give, right?
Mhm.
Give us the strength. Is it just strong?
Mhm.
The strength to do what is right. Even, how do I say even?
Wait, that's even as in like equal. When you say even.
Or just say,
Even-
or just say,
Yeah,
no
it doesn't
matter.
When it's hard.
Say it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Say
that
say it doesn't matter.
Doesn't
Mhm.
matter. Huh? Doesn't matter.
Just say matter.
Matter.
What is it? You said.
Even when it's hard.
Yeah, matter. Just even when it's
What was
when it's hard.
Say the sentence before. You
So
said
help us to do
what's
right,
even when
even
it's
when
hard.
it's hard.
You could be like, doesn't matter if hard.
Yeah, doesn't matter.
Well, you don't have to say
Oh,
doesn't. Just doesn't
matter.
if.
You don't have to say hard.
Oh.
Just
Oh.
doesn't just matter.
See, this is what confuses me because the way I sign
Is different.
is so different from how I speak.
Mm-hmm.
Right, it is a different
I
language.
have to. Is that 2? No, that's 4. See, I have to think differently.
Yes.
Lizzie, this is have as an own. When you say like have, like you have to, you would say need.
Okay.
So like you need.
See,
to.
like
Yeah.
I need to think differently. So that makes it so hard.
But ASL has, I believe, if memory serves me correctly, it's about 1 to 3,000 words that is commonly used, max, whereas English is about 10 to 30,000 words. I could say someone's fortunate, I could say they're lucky, I could say, it was serendipitous. That someone, so there's, the larger your vocabulary becomes to speak a word in English, you can use other words to say those concepts.
Yes.
That's why when we interpret for the pastor, he will say the same word, or he'll say different words that mean the same thing again and again and again, and interpreting, you just sign the same
Again,
sign because there's
repeat,
one
repeat,
sign
repeat.
for all of those words.
Okay. Because when I watched you both signing in church, I think it's the same thing over and over and
Amazing,
over.
awesome, wonderful,
Yeah.
fantastic.
Praise
Sunday.
Like pastor will say, help us to do right. We need to do right. We need to be right, and then you keep going, do right, and he'll just rephrase. I don't know the sign for rephrase, so that's okay. But I think how I speak, like to describe, signing
and you can't
is
say
hard because of that.
That makes sense now.
So, which is why I like songs.
Yeah, songs are completely
Because
different.
songs are
Easier.
hard.
Oh, they're hard. I
Yeah.
thought you were gonna say they were easier for you, but they're hard.
It's better for me because they're hard.
Because
because yeah, they're hard.
you keep doing this. You know what this is? But
Different? Is this different?
You keep doing.
It's different and but. Like I said, yeah. Just like we have two, and two. Just like we have read and read, let and but. It's
Yeah, read and read is good.
How do I sign describe?
Describe. Let me see.
This is described. Here's explain.
Well, yeah, explain. Yeah,
Explain.
basically, yeah,
Describe. Your mom taught us this. It's the
yeah,
same with D's.
basically, yeah, basically, yeah.
That's what his,
Teach Friday.
that's what his
The
mom
songs
says.
are nice. Nice. Okay, I'm done.
Are you? I thought you was gonna. Okay, never mind. Go ahead.
What?
No. Go ahead.
I have
Go ahead.
no idea.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Lauren. Yep. Because I don't do Lauren. She's so funny. You were just so funny. Come on, Lauren. Come on, Lauren. You were so funny.
I'm giving you a scenario. Is that okay?
Or do you just want to say whatever
I'm
something?
terrible
Okay,
starter.
she just wants to say something. Go.
I'm really bad.
Okay, go. You can go
I'm
after. Right now. You can go right now. No, after.
What?
Me and you go. After me and you go, she's gonna come up here and do the rest.
Okay.
Yes, we can see you.
There you go. Yeah, and angle
Can you
yourself.
see me? Okay. Yeah, I know. I was having trouble seeing you, but it's okay. I can't remember what I was gonna tell you. Oh, okay. Sorry, I'm nervous now. Okay, so. He's already laughing at me. Okay, people. What did I do?
People.
Like,
Your feet are gonna face this way. You're facing them towards your body. They're gonna
You
face
kill me
this
every
way.
time.
And then
Every
they're gonna move
time.
towards you. There you go.
Yeah.
You kept doing this.
Oh, I thought I learned them like this. Okay,
Yeah.
so like this.
yeah.
The other direction. You're circling the other way.
Towards me.
Oh wait.
Oh,
You said towards me.
I'm tripping.
You are right.
Now
People.
I'm confused.
Lauren, I'm so sorry.
Okay.
You're right.
People.
Right.
I told you right the first time.
So it's peas and they're coming.
It's
up
peas and they're coming.
towards you.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
people.
Now that 5 different people say different things.
Yeah.
That's right. Sorry.
Okay, I'm really slow.
But when you're signing up, what I really want you to do is work on is having your hands out more. Because they're too,
I put them too close. to
yeah.
me.
It's like
You gotta have them out. You gotta have them out.
Oh, that's how I talk. If you ever see when I talk, I go like this.
No,
I don't
it's
know
like-
why it's
no,
weird.
it's
She's saying it. Do I need to talk louder?
No,
Like,
sign.
when
You need to sign
like
bigger.
this,
Sign bigger.
When you're signing like this, it's sign
Okay, so now that I don't know what I was going to say to you anymore. Okay, people told me
Oh, I think that what the question is. Good.
we need. Oh, sorry. Need sign names. I'm thinking of this. The teacher has not given us sign. Oh, sorry. Sign. My brain is ahead right now. Learning sign is stressful. And I think sign names would
Mm-hmm.
would make it better. But what's more fun? Like, what's the thing for fun?
More
More
fun.
fun.
Mhm.
Okay. That's what I was going to tell you. It's not very good.
Okay.
Maybe we
Cause
can
that's funny you said it though, because my mom told me that.
to give everybody sign.
Yeah, my mom told me that.
Somebody else was
My
saying
mom told me
something
that,
to
and I'm
me,
thinking
I
to
was like,
myself.
I'll just yell at Jeffrey just for fun in this scenario.
I'm thinking to myself, should I really?
She's
When
got
I
one,
took-
right? You've got
When I took classes in high school, my teacher didn't give out sign names.
She's lame.
Well, JT said that only deaf.
Yeah.
But Jeffrey is in the deaf community
You want to keep it this time?
because
No, it's her turn.
that's
Oh.
That's messing with you.
He's still have
Oh,
Just
it's
click
the magnet. I know you're talking about the magnet.
Okay, Katrina, you have to put the magnet on her hands. You click it yourself.
When I took sign, we were in a class, we had to pick our own names 4. Thank you.
No.
My mind.
I was gonna let you do that. So real quick,
Do you have any of the?
especially for the people who are watching right now.
I can get some more printed right now.
Okay.
Hey, we'll get a copy machine here.
So my name is Monica. Sign name Monica. It's Monica. It's Monica. Like a smile. Margot gave it to me and I like it. So those who don't know me. So we're gonna do scenarios, but we're gonna do it a little differently if that's okay. So I'm actually gonna have you guys pair up, if that's all right. And you guys are gonna pretend, what kind of signs do you guys know? Do you have a category? Nothing?
Colors, numbers.
Real quick, is anybody actually comfortable with doing the scenarios? Because we could do something different if we would like to. You want to do this? No? No? You're not ready for the scenarios? For like to have conversations? Right. Yeah, I saw. Okay, that's fine. Well, I have an idea of things because it's going to be hard to learn in a scenario if you're not having a conversation with someone who knows a lot of signs. And right now, that's only me. So to have, anyway, so I'm going to teach you guys something that'll help you learn signs at home or when Jeffrey's teaching. It'll help you. I told maybe Lauren, definitely Katrina and Troy about maybe you as well and Virginia. It's the 5 parts of sign, of each sign. And I'm going to be using a marker. So every sign has 5 things. You've got your hand shape, orientation, placement.
While you're writing, I can post some links. Bill Vikers, he's a double doctorate, deaf native teacher, taught for decades in the California university system. He's got some really good resources where he goes over like all the different hand shapes in pictures, detailed pictures.
So one of the things about hand shapes is you're going to have a lot. If you know, do you know the alphabet, Jen? And do you remember the alphabet, Sally?
Yes.
And then numbers, because those are kind of the go-to hand shapes. All right. Well, okay. So every single sign has for sure these 3 things. Some have movement, even less have facial expressions. I'm trying to if you change one of these, it can change the sign's meaning entirely. So when you're learning a sign, you're going to start with hand shape. Can someone just yell out a sign, whether you guys know it or not? Happy. Great, thanks. All right, so for happy, for the hand shape, you're going to do B's. So everybody's got a B. Orientation, your hands are going to be facing you, and they're going to be kind of sideways. Placement is going to be at chest level. Movement is they're going to come up, hit your chest, come out. Facial expression is a happy one. Anybody else sign? Throw it out there. Sad. Okay. Same hand shape, B's. You're going to go, again, same orientation, but it's going to be a little bit up, and you're going to go to your face, and you're going to drag your hands down, and you're going to look sad as you do it.
That's the same thing when you're doing songs.
Yeah, facial expressions. You can also do a 5. It's kind of the same. That is the B, the 5. It's pretty similar. Let's do one more real quick.
Excited.
Excited. All right, so excited is a different hand shape because it's not a number or a letter. So it's going to be, you put up a 5 and you're going to stick your middle finger down. That's your hand shape. Orientation is going to be very similar to happy as well as the placement. The movement is different. They're going to take turns going around in circles, and the facial expression is excited. Troy, the hands are going, there you go. All right, so I'm going to show you some examples of these changing meaning very fast. So let's start with hand shape. You've got, this is purple, it's a P. You change the hand shape to a G, new sign. You change it to a B, that's blue. So we've got purple, green, blue, and yellow. the only difference between these signs is the hand shape. Orientation, that is going to be, my main one I think about is, this is football. And where I grew up, this is pregnant. So that is a very different sign just because of the orientation. Or mine versus yours. You versus me. Don't know versus know, which is kind of a movement thing. Then you have placement. So cousins. This is a female cousin, and this is a male cousin. Mom and dad are similar. Mom, dad. You're just moving where it is. Yes, niece is down here. Nephew is up here. So that small change changes the meaning. Movements is also going to be big. You have, I'm trying to think of one.
Now, how I was doing the wrong movement pattern,
Mm-hmm.
would that change?
It wouldn't change the meaning. People would probably pick up what you meant, but it's like when people speak broken English.
Yes, yes.
They understand what you're saying, but it's still not perfect. It's more or less correct. Movement.
Un poquito or un poco in Spanish, they're subtly different, but they, like a Spanish speaker would still be like, okay.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah. I'm trying to think movement. Oh, for this is like amazing. Uh-huh. Yeah. Or dead here. Yeah, that's good. Dead here. The movement is different. Or I guess know and don't know. Think and don't think. Then you have facial expressions. There's less of these because so some signs don't have movement. Me, there's not really a movement there. My, if you did, no, there's not really a movement. Facial expression is going to be a little different, but if you do, so this is fine. I'm fine. And this is fine. Like, ooh, that is a fine fella over there. You got hot, like it is hot outside, and then you've got, which again is someone attractive. I'm sorry, this is what my teacher taught us. You have understand, don't understand. So those little changes. So can anybody think of a sign that they think that there's a difference between, and it's either hand shape, orientation, placement, movement, expression, two signs that are similar, but only one of these changes?
Try and like
Still is with S's and try is with T's. But yes.
So this, because the app I learned this is still.
I learned it this way.
It's S.
But you can do both ways.
Here's the thing is, I learned sign in Texas. Ambi learned from New England. Virginia's sign is older. Jeffrey learned here in Las Vegas. I don't know. Oh, it's San Diego, Ohio, right? And then Janetta's is an older sign too. They're all signs and they're all right. But if you're interpreting here in the church in Las Vegas, if Jeffrey or Margot tells you the sign is different here, you want to sign what they sign here in Las Vegas. Yes.
Still, but it's also
Still. And then try. Mm-hmm.
Okay, and this is also try.
I have never learned it that way. I always did T's. So I don't know. Right.
In which direction?
Out. So you're starting at kind of facing you, and then you're going to go down and out. So see, I know, face this way, and then move them down. They're going to be down facing. Now turn, then like this, and then out. Okay. Try. There you go. Yeah, try. And
To answer your question, to answer your earlier question, silver and gold.
Oh yeah, silver and gold. Small pink and red. Or like candy and fruit. This is bird and this is duck. I mean, those are very similar. They are so close and they can change the meaning. And in context isn't going to help with bird and duck. Now that's like an easy mistake. And it's not that big of a deal. This is pink. This is a male genitalia. The placement is very, very close. And that does change the meaning.
Yeah.
And it's a big change. Now,
And what was pink?
on your chin. Now, deaf people will know what you mean based on context, but they will laugh at you. Just like, this is recently, or is this recently? No, this is realized. This is recently. This is the kind of career you have when you sleep with people for money. And Ambi made that mistake in church while interpreting. So, deaf people in church, I don't know if you start with this that they will understand what you're talking about. Margot eventually got it, but yeah. So those small changes can be big changes. Recently, you have your X on your chin, and it is facing this way. Facing your hand is facing, yeah. And this is what you don't want to do. It's going to be facing the other way, and it's going to be dragging down. Another one that's a different movement, you have girl, tomorrow, each. Each is with no G. Each is without your thumb sticking out like that. Tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow's the one that's so weird compared to the rest of the times.
And tomorrow is the similar hand movement is how. Yeah. All right, so we're going to do a small exercise with this. Yes, Lauren.
So like pizza and then travel. That would be
Yes, that's a great example of like and it's a small change, and that is a big meaning change. Again, context, they would get it. That's another thing I wanted to talk about, but we'll do a quick exercise, and I'll need everybody to find a partner. One of you is going to be facing me, and the other one is going to have their back to me facing you. So if you guys can pair up, I don't care with who. If Jeffrey is, there might have to be a 3-person, which is fine.
If it's 3, you guys.
You want me to watch it or you want?
Okay. You're gonna know more than I am.
I don't know what that means though.
You're gonna
Because I
know
don't
more.
know.
Okay.
All right, so
Sally, you might have to jump into a 3 because Sally doesn't have a partner. So it doesn't matter. I don't care where. Okay. Yeah, so just one person's going to be facing Monica. If the group of 3, one person will still be facing me while the other person there will only be one person looking at me. Everyone else is going to be looking at that one person. All right, so Lauren and Virginia, one of you is going to pick to turn around. I'm assuming you guys are partners. Yeah, that works, Virginia. That's okay. All right, so what you guys are going to do now is I'm going to assign something, and you are going to explain it to your partner using these 3 things. So you'll tell them the hand shape, the orientation, placement, movement, facial expressions. But you don't get to show your hands. You're just going to be explaining it to them. You're just going to be telling Troy how to make the sign. And then we'll see if their partners get it. Do you think you got it, Sally?
No.
Katrina, do you want to try? Because I feel like you are more familiar with the hand shapes right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are we signing something?
You will not be signing it. So what you'll see what I'm doing, and you're going to tell Virginia what hand shape I'm doing, her orientation. Yes. And if you need to, I do not mind if you grab their hands if they're struggling with orientation or something. Okay? But you're just going to be doing it verbally. All right?
And they're supposed to be making the same shape you are.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then we'll see who gets it. Okay? All right. Are you guys ready? All right. And it's a sign that I'm going to pick signs that you probably already know to make it hopefully a little bit easier. Oh, I remember what Jeffrey was doing. So, okay, you ready?
Okay, so your dominant hand is going to be a C shape.
What's the hand shape?
And then your non-dominant hand is going to be
Tell Virginia.
and then
And then what's the movement?
Huh?
What's the movement?
That one is tapping And then you're
That's
gonna
it.
tap the C hand on top of the
Church.
other way.
Oh.
No, as
You
the
got
C, there
it.
you go. C. Like,
Wait, so
yeah,
why
like
did they
that.
get it?
Huh?
Why did they get it? Are they showing
They
us?
figured it out. Wait, you're supposed to. Did you get?
Because he got it.
Okay, yeah, no, that's great.
But is he supposed to
Okay,
tell you?
so-
Or-
Yeah, so if your team has it, I want to see Virginia, everybody who is receiving it. Can everybody turn around and show me the sign that they just learned? Church. Yep. All right, so now we're gonna switch.
Lauren, you look confused. Are you all right over there?
Yes, I'm fine. I will be.
You need help, Lauren?
No,
I'll
I'm
come
fine.
over if you need help.
I will be fine.
All right. Don't be scared to ask for help.
All right, you ready? That's okay. Can you explain? Can you just do it? Just explain it.
Non-dominant hands flat, like you're holding the tray. Very good. Your other hand will slide across the top, palm down. Yeah, that's it. Right.
You are the Katrina. You should be fired.
Not super much. It's just not going to be in your face or like way down here. It'll just be.
Did you hear it or did you actually try to do it?
No, sorry. No, I didn't hear you.
That's fine.
I'm focused.
She's fired.
Okay.
Okay, I believe
All right.
Here, listen.
I think I'm sorry. I totally forgot that was there. Okay.
Listen.
Everyone, yeah. This one isn't so much placement. And you'll see people like signing. So teacher can be up here, but you can also do teach, like this is teach. But if you do it like this, wait, because it's supposed to be from your mind out, because that's what you're teaching. And if you sign, deaf people tend to sign lower than hearing people. So this is still teach.
Vikers did a whole video on what he calls like, if you're in college to get your interpretational degree, he's like, I'm going to teach you like you need to pass the degree because you're going to, like somebody's going to test you on this. He's like, but that's not how people speak.
Right. Well, just like in English, there's like this very proper English that we don't use. Okay, so yes. What was that, Jen? Okay, all right. So we're gonna move on real quickly to something new. If you guys are okay with that, it's again things that are gonna help you not learning just signs, but how to sign as a language. How? It's just this is me putting emphasis on how. Right. It looks different. Looks different. Sorry, different. Yeah, it looks different. Language, not liberty. See, movement is different there. Language, liberty. Baptize, die. Very different meanings. Baptize, die. Okay, so we're going to talk real quick about, we went through this, what was I going to do? Oh yes, meaning. So we were talking about how some signs are the same sign, but they're different words, right? Amazing, awesome, wonderful, Sunday. Every, mean, those are close. And similar to that, there are words that we say, it's the same word with different meanings. But if you use the sign, it's gonna change the meaning. For example, got. So you can say, I got sick. I got a TV for Christmas. I got it. Like you are explaining something to me. I got it. There's I got it, I understand. But you would never say, I understand sick. And that doesn't make sense. So you would say, I became sick. You would never say, I understand a TV for Christmas. Because you didn't know. You would say, I received a TV for Christmas. You also have owning. So I have a TV, even though that's probably bad grammar to say I got a TV, but I have a TV. So those can change. Or how you said I have to when it's I need to. It's you can when you're speaking in English, if you say, because like right now I'm signing and talking, I can still say I have to go home tonight. I still said what the word is in English, but I did the need to sign. So you have to be careful about some of your signs and they might understand, mainly because they might sign with hearing people. Sorry, I almost said deaf people.
Yeah, the subreddit for deaf is not there, like not pro hearing at all, especially like hearing people teaching. That is.
Like teaching sign?
Yeah. Oh.
Well, that's hard.
We know when a hearing person teaches people, because like people, they'll have bad habits that deaf people don't have.
When it's hard for deaf people to always be teaching, especially I learned in a classroom in high school and I was hearing. So they couldn't bring in a completely deaf person to be teaching in my class. Partly because then all of the teachers would need to learn sign to be able to communicate with them, which is hard. There's a lot of issues with that whole deaf culture that they're expected to learn to do all of these things to accommodate us, and we're not expected to do anything. Or like codas will often resent their parents because they had to go to all of the doctor's appointments and do all the communicating, phone calls, grocery store, and they resent their parents for making them do that when it's really the world not taking the time to actually learn the language of the deaf.
And there are laws in place, like if you're deaf, capital D deaf, if Margot goes to the dentist, she can request an interpreter, and the ADA demands that they provide an interpreter. Mm-hmm. It's not optional. They have to provide an interpreter. They can say it's an unreasonable request, but most courts won't. They're like, it's not unreasonable.
When like if you go to court, they have to bring in someone who is, which is why Las Vegas is actually looking right now for interpreters.
For court, because there's a facing the deaf person and a facing the judge.
Oh.
Because one will have to interpret into the other person, and then they interpret. So it's an interpretive and interpret for court. It's crazy. I read up on that too.
So that's a lot, and they make money. But all right, real quick, I want to do, what time is it?
7:50.
All right. Oh, so we have time. If you guys want to take a small break right now, and then when we come back, I want you guys to, on your break, think about signs or words that you use every day, and we're going to try to get some conversational signs in, because that might help you learn it. Yes, and I'm going to erase all of this and see if you guys remember. And teaching you guys some of this stuff, as you guys learn more signs, you guys are able to put it into sentences and things like that. So we're going to hit grammar real quick. There's a lot of important differences. Wait, real quick. Does anybody remember the 5 parts of a hand sign? One hand sign. Does anybody remember one of them? Placement, movement, facial expression, orientation, hand shape. That was it. And then I hit, what else did I talk about? Oh, yeah, different things meaning different things in English. Does anybody remember an example of, we have one word for it in English and there's different signs for it? One example I hit pretty hard. I got to. Sunday was the
Amazing.
It's, yeah, the same signs over and over again.
Read and read, and then led and
like in English, yeah. So read and read are actually the same sign, the exact same sign, because there is no. That's one of the things we're going to hit in grammar. There's no tense in sign language. There's no ed, ing. So it's really difficult. Yeah. So there are signs. So there are signs that they don't use anymore. There were signs for like is and it and all of these other things that we don't use anymore, really. So what?
yes, it's AR.
I'm dyslexic. Yeah, tell me. No, it's totally fine. It's really a normal thing. I spelled enough ANOF until I was in high school. So anyway, that's really fun. So because there is no tense in sign language, typically you have to say whatever. If it's going to be tomorrow, if it's this morning, if it's like next year, you have to say it the time first. So I was talking to Margot the first this is first here, the first Sunday that I was signing a song, and I told her I'm signing a song this morning, and what she understood was I'm signing a song, or I sign song, period. This morning, comma. So she was asking me when did I sign a song? Last week? No. This morning I'm going to be signing a song, because otherwise they don't know when your story is taking place.
When?
Does that make sense?
When?
What did I sign?
Where?
Right. Did I say where?
When?
I said when? Okay. Thank you. I'm dyslexic, so that works in sign language, right?
Today I sing a song.
Yeah, today I'm signing a song. Right. I'm going shopping tomorrow. Because again, it's I shop. You wouldn't say tomorrow I'm going shopping, because they don't. If you do it at the end, like we typically do, again, it is their statement of what you do or are doing, period, and then it sounds. It reads to them like you're starting a new sentence, because you need to put it at the beginning. So if you said, I'm going shopping today, it sounds like I go shop, period. Today, comma, and then it just sounds like you're not finishing your sentence or your thought. So you always want to start, if it is a tense related sentence. Sometimes you're signing and you don't need to put a time because you're having a conversation or the story was like years ago. So you don't need to every time.
So what about something like I'll see you tonight? Does that make sense, or would you say tonight I'll see you?
That one, because it's short, and again, because if they're like around people who are talking and hearing, that's how we talk, so they can understand. So because Margot will sign see you later, because that's two signs, so they can understand it. So something short like that is fine, but like longer ones, especially because it can get lost in translation.
So you set the tense first.
Mm-hmm. Another grammar similar to Spanish. Actually, I don't know if English is like the only language that doesn't do this. When you're describing something, typically we put the adjectives and then we put our object. You need to do the object first so they can picture in their head what you're about to describe, because you're going to be listing a ton of things to describe it. So if I just started saying brown hair, brown eyes, white skin, kind of tall, long hair, girl, there's a lot going on before you say. So the girl you could probably do long brown hair. It'd be girl hair that is long and brown. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. So you want to, again, I think English might be the only language I know.
The Romance languages are always after Italian, French, Spanish.
It's not. No. Okay. Well, I only know like 2 languages. So another grammar one that facial expressions are important. Eyebrows are incredibly important as well. If you're going to be asking a question that is a yes or no question, your eyebrows are up. So, are you today? Are you busy? Later, eyebrows up. If you were to say how are you, you're going to scrunch your eyebrows. This means I need more than a yes or a no. How are you today? Later, you're doing what?
I think it's native for every parent, because like when you're looking at your kids, you're like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
You would furrow your brows. Like, what are
Your
think you're doing?
birthday when?
Are you going? Are you going to pick up?
Oh, that's
stuff
another
in the
thing.
room?
Those how, what, when, where are also at the end. Throwing those off. But yeah. So you're doing, and then Troy had a really good point. If you're asking what time it is, you don't have to go time what. You could literally just, and the eyebrows are the question. So you're going where? Scrunched eyebrows. Rhetorical questions. So pastor will ask rhetorical questions that do usually like end in multiple answers. Wow, I don't have my glasses on, so you guys can see my eyebrows. This is weird. So if he's saying Jesus was going where, so Jesus going where, you notice my eyebrows are up. It's because he's not expecting an actual answer. He's just setting it up for a question so then he can go into it. So that is eyebrows up. Any questions about those quick grammar things and some syntax?
And Bikers goes over that in his first class, the ASL stuff.
The eyebrows can change. I mean, that's why when I learned why the eyebrows up, because it is rhetorical for because. So the use of your eyebrows is really important. We're going to hit something in fingers. Well, actually, let's do some family because I'm not sure how much longer we have. Let's do some family signs. All right, so we're just going to do, you guys know mom and dad. Similar to Spanish, in sign language, there is an area where, so Spanish, you know, you have O and A at the end of the word, which changes it from feminine to masculine. In sign language, it is above the nose for masculine and below the nose for feminine. So that's why it's dad and mom. Boy, girl. You notice where it's daughter, son, niece, nephew, uncle, aunt, girl cousin, boy cousin. So there are a lot of signs that are going to be there. So we're going to go ahead and do some ones because you know mom and dad, you're going to go out for each generation after. So like grandparents, mom, dad, grandma, or that's grandpa, grandma. Then you're.
So I thought it was just like here for father and mother, and then out once was grandfather or grandmother.
Is that right, Jeffrey?
So you went out once for grandpa.
Okay, so it is once.
So you went out once for grandpa.
Right, so
and
but
then,
it stays on your head if it's father or mother,
yeah.
and then out once is
Okay,
okay.
yeah. So father.
So grandpa goes out once, and then great grandpa twice, and then so on.
Okay.
So every generation up to that. Okay. Then we have your nieces and your nephews. It's an N. Aunt and uncle are the exact same movement. It's just a different sign. So aunt is an A, and uncle is a U. Cousin is the same thing except for the hand shape, and depending on where it is determines if it's a boy or a girl. All right, so if you're married, this is married. Wife is going to be from your chin down. Husband is from your forehead down. So I have a husband, but Troy has a wife. When you're interpreting, pastor will say, talk about his wife, and I have to sign my wife. Because in that moment, I am Pastor Tice. So my wife. Then you have daughter. It's by your chin into the baby. Son. Sister, people sign it differently here, so tell me if I'm wrong. Because I learned it, yeah, okay. So I learned it, you go to L's both ways, but sister, brother.
So it starts with just your thumb,
Sister.
and then out.
Mm-hmm.
Brother out. But what is this doing?
Nothing. Sister.
So sister, brother.
If you have an in-law, you're going to sign it, and then you're just going to put law. So mother-in-law, sister-in-law. It's just following law. Daughter-in-law. Yeah. What are some other? I think I kind of hit everything. If you're going to be listing your family, this is how you list. So like Katrina has 3 kids. You've got the first one is a boy, and that's Troy Jr. And then number 2, she has another son named Joshua. And then her third is a girl, Savannah. If I were to list all my nieces and nephews, I have 17, and we'd be here all night. We're not going to do that. But that's how you list. And that's how you list other things too. Pastor will have lists of things. It'll be like things you need to remember or things you need to know about what we're reading today. And so you'll list.
So grandson, would you do that?
Oh, grandson. Okay, so grandson, sorry. That is going to be 2 G's. Grand son. Yeah. So grandson. Sorry, I forgot. You see. Oh yeah, so granddaughter would just be.
This is the sign for great. So you,
Or this is how your mom signs it. Is it?
grand and great are would be the same.
It's the same, but except for all you're doing is just having the granddaughter and son in it. And
So
that's the only difference.
So if it's 2 generations, would it be great? If it's like 2 generations later? Okay. So does that make sense? So I would encourage you guys to go home and maybe sign your families, like how you would introduce people to your families. So I have a husband. His name is Jonathan. We've been married for 4 years as of Wednesday.
Anniversary.
Mhm.
How did you happy anniversary?
Huh? Happy would anniversary is happy. Oh, it's celebrate happy anniversary. So, and then I have one
Build context for
daughter.
anniversary
She's
being
1.
married though, as opposed to just like happy celebration. Marriage,
I don't know.
like happy marriage celebration.
I learned sign before I was married, so I don't know.
Yeah.
So
I was in high school.
this is why I tell people when they sign. A lot of people don't do this. So when people sign, open your mouth so that way they understand what you're saying.
Well, some people, because your mom.
But my mom sees this.
Can
My
read
mom
lips
she
a
can
little.
understand, like, cause that's my mom. But
She can read lips.
With other deaf people though, open your mouth when you're signing to them, because sometimes they have a hard time understanding what you're saying. So just to try to make it easier for them.
Okay. What time is it?
8:17.
All right. In the last 13 minutes, we're going to do some tips on finger spelling. So something that I've seen a lot is a bounce. This can be very exhausting to watch. You want your elbow still. So I don't know if you guys noticed when I finger spell, like when I was doing Jonathan, there was no up and down. If I do my name, there's no up and down. Okay, so it's very still. So just practice that. You want to, if you need to, put your hand on something, like your elbow on something sturdy, and you're going to keep your elbow there. Practice with something keeping, because it's hard. That helps you practice. Another thing we're going to talk about with finger spelling is a lot of times people try to get every single letter in finger spelling. They are trying to see every single letter to get what you're saying, when technically you don't, especially if you're in context.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, well, that one's completely different. Troy, that guy needed a sign name. So I'm going to give you guys a context. We're going to do USA states. All right. If you see this, what state is that? Texas. Tennessee ends in an E. See, you don't have to have all of those letters to know what I would be spelling out. And you're going to have a lot easier time catching the first and the last letters being signed. Now, this isn't always all states. There are some states like Alabama and Alaska, you would have to pick up on other ones. But the K and the B are very different. If you have, yes, Virginia?
If you're like
you did the TS and you said that was Texas. To me, that was like Tennessee.
Uh-huh.
Would you do like the 2-letter abbreviations, like Florida's FL,
Uh-huh.
California CA?
I mean, you could do that. If this is just finger spelling in general. This isn't specific.
If someone's finger spelling and you can catch at least the first and the last, you can usually pick up what state it is.
So there are
Like
signs.
Texas has an X in it, so that would help you understand Texas.
But Texas has a sign. I'm not talking about states necessarily in a sense of like, this is how you say the states, because this is a sign for New York. This is a sign for Texas, Hawaii. So some states have their own signs. This is just in general, when you're finger spelling, if you have a context and then you can get the first and last letters, you can kind of pick up on what you're saying. We used to do finger spelling tests, and our teacher would give us a category. And I remember it was classes that you could take in high school. And I got a lot more than some of the other people, because when she was like finger spelling history, I just got the H and the Y, and I knew that was one of the classes that we could take. So it's history. So it's not necessarily that these are signs. And you're right, most states you do Florida, right, Jeffrey? It's like this. It's yeah. I don't know if Florida. Some states have signs, some that don't.
Florida could be like this, FL, or Florida.
See, Florida has a sign.
Florida.
So some states have a sign, some don't. So the ones that don't, it's the abbreviation, like you said, and that's what it is. Texas has its own sign. But I'm just talking about like finger spelling in general. So if I did here, let's do a different example that's a names.
So like when JT and Rebecca were finger spelling, we had to guess what it was and do the sign. Yeah. That like yes. So then, you know, obviously that's a short one, but we were trying to watch what they were spelling and then do the sign.
Of course, in some of them, like the first 3 letters, you knew where she was going.
Yeah,
too.
that's what she said.
So this is like
Kill a Mockingbird.
Oh, Kill a Mockingbird.
exactly. So that's something that doesn't have a sign. You would have to actually finger spell this. There are some animals like birds that if you were signing them, you would just say that it's a bird and then you would finger spell it, because there's a billion types of birds. So if I had a bird up here, I'll actually finger spell it. So we have a bird. I'll go slower. Do I need to go slower? Okay.
Is that Robin?
Yes.
Okay, I'm like.
You got the R and the B, or the N, I'm assuming. So another one.
But it took me a second because my brain.
Right.
So I'm like, I saw.
Okay, so another one.
Blue Jay.
Mm-hmm. That was slower.
Well, could you do Blue Jay?
You might be able to for that one. Let's do, because Jeffrey just made me think of it. There's a lot of women in here. Are you guys familiar with football mascots? Fantastic. We'll do Disney characters, because a lot of them don't have signs. All right, so let's do.
Elsa?
Let's do a longer one.
Jasmine?
Are you guys getting all the letters, or are you doing it for context?
I always get them in the middle and then the last one.
No, that's fine.
I would never catch the first 2 letters when anybody's spelling, but I'll get like the middle chunk with the last one.
If you can, at any point,
Okay.
at any point, based on context, if you're only catching a couple of letters, you could, for example, for the Texas-Tennessee issue, X is kind of an odd letter to see in the middle of a word, or just in general. Tennessee has a bunch of repeated letters. It's similar for Mississippi. If somebody's doing SSI, SSI, PPI, that's a lot of letters to get. So let's do knots at Disney Princess.
A W and ended in a Y, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wait.
Again.
Wally ends with an E. Woody.
Oh.
Or like.
Oh, double.
And you got it immediately, right? That's it.
I wasn't gonna say nothing.
No, it's just.
I'm trying to think people.
Because I saw the one, oh, I didn't see you kind of go like this. I'm like,
Oh.
I probably did it too fast for you.
The D.
And sometimes you might have to. you may not, like, again, longer ones, but like even though you counted 4 immediately, it could be off. You could have missed something. I'm trying to think of ones that like everybody knows, and that's kind of hard because I don't know what everybody knows.
Cinderella.
Oh, no. It's okay. So that hopefully can help you guys out. It's different with names. When Margot fingerspells her last name, I have no idea what it is, because sometimes my maiden name is Dewey. But there's a lot of D's and Y's, and for all you know, it's a name you've never heard. So when I sign Monica, there's a lot more. My sister's name is Melinda. It ends in the exact same. So it's harder to do it that way.
Spell our last name.
Yeah, you have a hand cramp.
I think that's how you spell it. Barrelilleaux.
But see, I'll never send it
Those people. Another quick thing while I'm thinking about it, just this is pretty easy. This is, so for me, you, them, him, him. If you change it to a flat if you change it to a flat hand, it becomes possessive. Me, mine. You, yours. Them, theirs. We, our. So I'm hoping that with all. Well, with all of I'm hoping that all of those things will help you. The 5 parts of sign language and grammar and syntax. Once you guys kind of get a grasp on that, then learning signs is going to be a lot easier to have in conversations. Right now with Margot, since most of that is stuff I have down, I just need to learn more signs, and I can have a conversation. Does that make sense? So I know it was a lot, and I know we went really, really fast, but I'm hoping that this just helps you kind of moving forward.
I missed one. I've got handshake, placement, movement, orientation.
Facial expression. No, you're fine.
So wait, you said me?
Me.
Oh,
Mine. Possessive.
I was right. Your, me and mine, and you and your,
Mhm.
and theirs.
Theirs, yeah. Like I'll sign when I'm signing in church, especially with songs where it's like talking about like theirs as in like Christians, I'll do that and then go into all. But yeah.
Is that you all?
Yeah, you all. So that's
So if you move it, so it's you, your, theirs.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, because that's pointing many people. Yeah, and then if you're saying he, so when I'm referring to the Lord, he, his. And then another thing, Lizzie, I was thinking about this. When we sign, there's signs. The sign for Father, when it's talking about God the Father, is actually different than normal Father. It's actually starting off. Do you touch your chin? With 2 hands, and then you go out into the hand shape that Father is. Because it's a capital Father. It's a different kind of Father than. Like, this is the man who was in the little living room with my mom, holding my baby sister, my twin sister, oh my goodness, look at this beautiful baby you gave birth to. And she said, I'm still in labor tray. That's this guy. This is the man who knitted me in my mother's womb. This is the one who died or sent his son to die on the cross. Okay. She needs you too.
I'll do this for you.
So our heavenly
Father.
Oh.
And then another fun sign, since we're just here. This is Trinity. So you've got 3, and then it goes together and becomes 1. That's the Trinity. So you have your 3. Your 3 is going to be behind your hand. Like so. Yeah, there you go. That's it. And then you go down, and when you're here is when you're going to change to a 1 on the other side, because it's 3 and 1. I just really like that sign. I thought it was really cool. People are so clever, aren't they?
When Daisy did that, showed us that everybody's just like, that is so awesome.
Isn't it so cool? Yeah. So we have our Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
Okay, so
Holy Spirit. Spirit. So they're facing each other. It's like identical signs, and they're doing this. Yeah.
So that's slightly different from what I learned. I learned this.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So small differences. At least that's what I was taught. I didn't learn like biblical signs in high school because I went to a public high school and they couldn't teach that. So I learned everything I know from JT and Rebecca when they were here in September.
Oh yeah, they came back.
Yeah, after they had Hadassah. So, yeah. Any questions about? Oh, this is questions, which is similar to, and it's also like a question mark. Ask. Question. This is so.
Do a question mark.
What's the difference between need and ask?
Need.
So you gotta actually
You tap it.
Ask is like an actual. I need that. I'm asking you. This is just like me asking if you guys had questions. So any questions, comments, concerns, bad jokes about any of this? Oh, this is pasteurized milk. There's your dumb joke. Huh? I learned this sign really quickly because I joke a lot and I kept making fun of JT and I felt like he was getting hurt. So yeah, so you've got, they're the same hand, they're X's. You got two X's, one on top of each other. The top one's moving.
That's joke.
Or like kidding.
What is cat? We were trying to figure out cat while you were out of the room.
Like a pet cat?
Yeah.
Like the thing you hate, like furry.
Like an
cat.
animal.
You hate it because I was okay.
That's funny you said that because I remember that.
I was doing this, I think, like with the whiskers. Then you said it's one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it was backwards of what I said. I was like, we have to ask Jeffrey when he gets back in here.
Oh, yeah, cat.
You hate
cats. And I only remember that because.
Why? You like cats?
That story with the truck, and I said, you like cats, and you said no, and I'm like, okay. I used to hate cats my whole life.
Really?
And I have one, and I am a crazy cat lady now.
So I didn't like.
I'm allergic to them too. It's horrible.
Oh, okay. That's another thing that I'm just throwing out there for you guys because why not? Directional signs. So you guys know that think and don't think are the same sign. It just changes direction. No, don't know. Right? You guys knew this? No, don't know. Think, don't think.
So you can't go like.
I mean, you could, but you don't have to. Understand, don't understand. It's think, don't understand. There's also like, don't like. Want, don't want. Good, bad. Good, bad. And that's also an example of the motion changing, the orientation changing, and changing the meaning of the sign. There's another one that I was thinking when I was being. I don't remember. Yeah. Anyway.
It's like 8:34.
Oh, sorry, we're 4 minutes over. Okay, so.
Are you gonna do one more? If you are.
No, it's fine. Well, yeah, I might be back here next week because you're gonna be.